Rhea Butcher, guys. Give it up for Rhea! Camera Esposito, you guys. Awesome. You guys, my name is Rhea Butcher. It's not a fake name. It's funny because it's true. I'm 100% butcher than all of you. I fixed all of your carburetors during Zach's set. Be purring like a kitten. I love having this last name. It's super great. How often do you get a last name that is what you are? That's like kind of what last names started as, you know, like if you made shoes, you're shoemaker. If John's your dad, Johnson. If you're boring, your last name's Smith. I like to think about my ancestors in a cave somewhere back in West Virginia, talking to each other, trying to figure out what our last name was going to be, saying to each other, one day we will have the most lesbian daughter. So from this day forward, we shall be known as Butcher. And the prophecy was fulfilled. I also love having this last name because I am a lifetime vegetarian with the last name Butcher. Lifetime vegetarian. My mom was a vegetarian when she was pregnant with me. My ultrasound was just a little cube of tofu. When I was born, I was a bowl of hummus. With a curly Q on top. I love having that last name. I love being a vegetarian. It made me a very sensitive kid. I loved animals when I was a kid. And you guys in the front row might notice that I'm wearing these leather boots. And to that I say, I'm human. They're really great boots. Thank you. So it made me really sensitive to animals. And I still am sensitive to this day, because like when I'm driving around in my car, I'll see a smashed little animal on the road, and my heart just immediately breaks. And I start making up this backstory, my hopes for the life of that squirrel, or whatever it used to be, before it got smashed by a Mazda Miata. I'll start thinking like, oh, I hope it got to run around and feel grass and find acorns or lose acorns or have some babies or run around on a tall tree or a telephone pole or something. Just start thinking like, hope it had a good life. And then I get up closer to it and I realize it's a plastic bag. I really hope that plastic bag had a good life to carry a lot of things. I am feeling conflicted as a vegetarian these days because I recently got a puppy. Yes. Single whistle for a puppy. So I got this dog, feeling conflicted as a vegetarian because I have to feed, I feed it meat, of course. I'm not out of my mind. I'm not going to have a vegan dog. Could you imagine a vegan dog? If you think human vegans are insufferable, a vegan dog would be terrible. You'd have to push up its monocle all the time for it. It wouldn't be able to do it itself. So I get him these toys because he's teething. I get him these toys called pizzle sticks. And if you guys don't know what those are, it's a clever marketing term for dried bull's penis. So I get him these things, and they make me feel terrible as a vegetarian, because to me it's like I had a baby, and he's crying. So I took another baby's penis, and I dried it, and I gave it to my baby. But there is an upside to this, because when I give it to him, I get to yell, "Eat a dick!" It's not too bad. It's not all bad. It took me a long time to come out to my parents, despite being immediately gay. Just right on arrival. Just, oh, yep, gay. It took me a long time for a couple of reasons. I'm from Ohio originally, which I like to call the thinking man's Indiana. Number two, I come from a long line of hillbillies. Being from Ohio, my family has a lot of hillbillies. Number one, this is how hillbilly we are. Every time my dad would get a new vehicle, pronounced vehicle, the first thing he would do is remove the seatbelts. He would take a tool and remove a safety measure from his vehicle, because ain't nobody gonna tell him how to save his life. But also, you know that phrase, shooting fish in a barrel? I've done that. It's not as easy as you think. The light bends when you have to adjust for it. But I think the biggest reason that it took me a long time to come out to my folks is they've been divorced my entire life. I was born in August of 1982. They're divorced in September of 1982. I like to think I had a little hand in that. Just a little tiny baby hand. I also quit drinking recently, like about a year ago. I quit drinking because just been doing it too long. I started drinking when I was 12 years old. Yes. First time I ever drank, I had 2 Colt 45 40s. I chugged them both in direct succession and threw each of them at a brick wall. They don't just give you this jack